Hello gamers, this is DMH and welcome back to SkyBlock Quickcarpet. So a lot has happened since the last time I recorded, but not over in the aquarium. I haven't really progressed since the last episode. I mean, I might have done a couple of little things there, but probably the first more important thing is that I am on, in the upper left-hand corner, Minecraft 1.16.3. So one of the other I've also worked on a couple. So let me explain that. So I talked about I'm excited to be on that, by the way, the Nether update and this, that, and the other. Now I talked about last time that basically I couldn't grow coral, and so I was really looking to move to 1.16 because there was an update to Quickcarpet. I built this bridge, by the way. That's why I'm walking out on it. There's really nothing at the end, but I'll show you. 1.16 and the thing that was preventing me from going to that was not the Quickcarpet mod that was already done, but the SkyBlock Terrain Generation, where it just generates SkyBlock terrain, but still generates the biomes, basically, was not updated for 1.16.3. So they'd been working on it, and I was watching the GitHub, and they ended up releasing the SkyBlock Terrain Generation for Carpet. So I've been talking about, hey, welcome to SkyBlock Quickcarpet. So what is the difference between Carpet and Quickcarpet? Well, Carpet is like a full-featured, supposedly, thing that has a bunch of like technical stuff, like tick warping and blah. There's a lot of stuff that it supports. Quickcarpet is kind of a light version of that, as it were. So I decided, well, I might just try going to Quickcarpet. So this is all that's here right now. This is eventually going to be my pyramid, trading bazaar, whatever. This is in the desert biome, as you can see. And this is a pretty big desert biome. There's the jungle one just south of there, and it might butt up a little bit to that, but I might do like an oasis or something. I don't know. But yeah, basically, this is what's here. This isn't the only thing I've done, but I wanted to show this to you. So I'm going to show you the other thing that I've worked on. So I went to, I installed the carpet mod and the SkyBlock, and all the other mods seemed to be updated for 1.16. And it seemed to work, although one of the things that didn't work was placing, dispensers placing blocks, which then breaks the sand generator that I have, which isn't that big a deal. And honestly, I'm not entirely sure how I feel about that anyway, because that's not a purely vanilla mechanic. But you know, blah, blah, blah. I didn't, so that would be broken, and I wasn't sure what else. I mean, most of the other stuff I tested seemed to work fine. I wasn't sure what else would or wouldn't work. So I was going back and forth on whether or not I should do that. So then I was looking at the GitHub again for SkyBlock, and the person who makes it, Sky Rising, did have some development builds of SkyBlock Generation under 1.16.3, and I'm not generally recommending you use a development build of a mod, but it wasn't that. I mean, it seemed to be pretty stable. It wasn't that far off. That wasn't that big a mod, and all the other ones were done. And I tried that, and it worked, and I did some testing, and basically it seems to be pretty good. I also make backups of my world. I guess I'll just go ahead and go over there right now. I also make backups of my world pretty frequently. So it's not that worried about losing stuff, right? Necessarily. And so I decided to go ahead and make the switch because coral bone mealing does work on this, and I wanted that, and I want this. It has the Nether generation, which and I could do the piglins and probably start trading with them. So I'm going to start taking advantage of some of that. And I really want to start branching out and maybe start taking advantage of some of those things. Now, the reason I built that bridge is I'm going to start working on my trading bazaar because I want to do better trades with villagers. And I'll start bartering with piglins. And so I wanted to build some stuff because I wanted to test things, but I didn't want to continue working on the aquarium, partially because I didn't want to work on anything that detailed in case I had to reset a little bit further back. Not to mention, I've been pushing through pretty well and I'm pretty happy with it, but I was wanting to take a little break. So I built that bridge that I showed you to start working on that area. But then one of the other things that I haven't done in this world is I haven't fought the Wither. And so I thought about that. There's no real way to do it with a bedrock trick because there's no bedrock in the nether. And the end portal with the dragon egg is at Y1, so I can't butt under that. So in looking at a bunch of different ways to fight the Wither, really putting him in kind of a cave with a tunnel is probably the easiest. Not to mention I want to probably collect some Wither roses, so I want to be able to have a bunch of chickens in there. So there's obviously not a cave with a tunnel here, so I have to kind of build one, right? And so I thought about doing it in the nether at first, just because there's less stuff to destroy in the nether, but I don't... So also, is this at one... So I'm also going to move my flower farm, by the way, but I thought about doing it in the nether, but I don't want to do it in the nether because... I don't want it, once he's destroying stuff, I don't want it to start spawning ghasts or blazes. I don't want it to spawn more difficult mobs. Basically, I want it to spawn the overworld mobs in here. So I think it's at about -192. So you can see I have a flower. This is a flower forest that I'm in right now. And you can see that I have a big field with flowers. And I found out that when you bone meal, whatever flowers grow on that patch always grow. I mean, they don't always grow that. If it's going to grow a blue flower, for example, if it grows it once, it will always grow a blue flower. It won't, not every time you bone meal, sometimes it'll be grass or whatever. But if a square happens to grow a blue flower, it will never grow a different kind of flower. So just south of here is a swamp area. And right in here, I'm going to move and make a new flower farm. And I'm going to make kind of an automated farm that's separated with... automated bone meal stuff and blah blah blah. So yeah, this is what I'm building out here. So anyway, but out of here, I decided I didn't want to build the cave in the nether because basically I didn't want the harder enemies like gastrous things to spawn. Plus, it's harder to go down in the nether because you can't use water pillar. You have to go down with trapdoors and stuff. So I decided to make it in the overworld. I think this is far enough away that I'm not that worried about. And again, I'm going to move this whole thing. Well, I'm probably going to leave a platform, but I'll move the grass and all the flower stuff over there. And I think it's far enough away that I'm not really that worried about it destroying anything big. And I'm going to be pretty conservative, as you can see, on the size of things. So it's going to go all the way out over there. And it's going to be, this is currently at about 16 high, and I'm probably going to drop it to about 12. And then I'm going to go up to about 32, and 30 or so, 32, and then cap it with slabs. In testing, basically, I did a bunch of runs with just normal stone, just in a cave that I dug with wither skeletons, and I did it like 10 times. Basically, they never blew up more, and even throwing things and even dying a bunch of times, they never destroyed blocks above them more than 2 or 3 blocks or below them more than 2 or 3 blocks. And to the side, it only went out about 5 or 6. Now, sometimes if I died a lot, they could dig a tunnel pretty far, but this is pretty far. Like, I don't think it's going to go this far, but, we'll see. So I'm going to fill this in with cobblestone. And as you can see, this is a pretty big project. It's taking a lot of time, but cobblestone's pretty cheap and I have that automatic generator and stuff. So whatever, it's not really that big a problem, but it's going to take some time to fill in. But, and this is probably way overkill. Like, it's never gone more than even near half of this distance, but I want to definitely make sure that I'm not going to get trapped or that it's not going to get out and go start attacking something more important. So, yep. Basically, this is what's and right in here. So there's going to be a basically something that's this wide and this long and whatever. That's going to be a room that I'm going to spawn the wither in, and it'll have chickens and stuff. So yeah, so basically, this seems to be way more than I need even to contain it. And same with the back, and then just a tunnel, and I'll shoot it from the tunnel, and yeah, probably way too much even, but whatever. It is what it is. So that is my plan, and I might even move it a little bit more that direction and have a little bit more in the back. I don't necessarily want to build out to the sides more though, so we'll see. I'm pretty comfortable with the fact that it'll be contained. And so let me see if I can get past there. There we go. So I don't like to get hit by these guys. But anyway, that's what I've worked on. That's what I've been building. And I'm happy to be on 1.16.3 because they started to announce 1.17 stuff, but it's going to be a while before 1.17 comes out, and then obviously longer for me to be able to go on it. But 1.16 had a lot of updates to it, and so I'm excited. There was a thought about deleting some of the chunks in the nether so that I could spawn new biomes closer to where I am, but I really haven't spawned that much in the nether, and I looked at it in testing, and it spawns the biomes pretty close to where my stuff is, and I don't know that there's that much in the way of things to work to really get out of the nether right now, out of those biomes, other than the piglins, because I don't. Obviously, it's just spawning nothing. I mean, I don't know that spawning in a warped forest or crimson forest biome is going to really give me anything. But we'll see. I will, now that I'm on this, try to maybe make basalt, because I think you can do that with ice and lava and over soul sand or something like that. I don't know. I need to try to. There we go. I need to try to get some of those things done. And I've just been killing animals that spawn up here just for the heck of it. And this is like a looting sword, so that helps. But okay, and as you can see, I've been killing some slimes over here too. And so I'll get all of that. What did I do with my food? Oh. But yeah, that is what I'm working on, and just wanted to give you a quick update. I am going to go. As always, gamers, have a good evening, day, and night.
Minecraft, time-lapse, mob traps, world maps, cat naps, rap tracks perhaps. You'll tune in and watch the hijinks, and if you like, click the up and subscribe links.